we're excited. We're working, we're trying to get better, and go out and win this last football game.
That was my next question, the motivation point. Some people wonder, y'all lost a tough, opportunity in the ACC championship to go to the playoffs. Some people consider this right or wrong as they drop down, even though it's a major ball at the Super Bowl. How are you guys approaching it, or is there a motivation issue for this game for you guys?
Yeah, I think a lot of the seniors, even some juniors, guys want to play the next level. So that's the motivation right there. And young guys want to prove themselves. So, one way, shape, or form, some guys are going to find some motivation to play in this game. So it's not, if or when or who. It's everybody's going to get motivated. Everybody's going to come out and play. And we're going to be excited to come out and play good football.
In terms of the bowl practices, Kirby was talking about how it serves as a time for younger players to grow and develop. From your experience from last year's bowl practice, where did you see yourself develop most, and how did bowl practice serve as an opportunity for that?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to grow. There's a lot of guys who are stepping up. A lot of guys are getting more reps. As far as young guys, seniors have actually kind of left practice kind of halfway through, so young guys can get more reps and develop. So guys are moving around, playing different positions, and just trying to get the most reps possible. Trying to grow and just become the best football player they can.
When you guys get done with that Alabama game, do you go back and watch it immediately? How did you kind of deal with it, and when did you feel like you were kind of over it, or are you?
Yeah, it's a football game. You come in, you treat it just like any other football game. You come in, you watch it. The next day, kind of see the good, the bad, the ugly, and you see some plays you want back. You see some plays you're like, hey, that was a good play, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I've moved on from it. There's nothing more I can do. I can't go back and change anything. So, I think I gave it my best shot, and that's all I can ask myself.
What did you learn from watching the video of that game?
A lot of it, I think it comes down to situational football. I think you kind of look at a lot of the stat categories, and it looks like we won a majority of the stats. I think it just comes down to situational football, and I think they did a great job of doing that. They moved the ball when they needed to, they converted on third down when they needed to, and they scored points when they needed to. So I think it just comes down to playing the situation that they were given and capitalizing on it.
As a student athlete, I know this is a bad time to ask this, but what are your thoughts on adding an extra round of the postseason? Would you be up for the 18 playoff?
I have no idea.
You guys would probably be in if there was one.
Right. Juggling school and football, that's just part of it. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. But it is what it is. One thing I found out is nobody's going to feel bad for you, that you have classes and football. So there's no reason to complain about it. You just kind of come in and do as you're told and move on, try to get a degree and play football the best you can.
Jake, by the nature of your position, you're a leader on this team. How do you get your guys motivated for the game? Now, it's not a playoff game, but still a New Year's Six game. But how do you motivate? What's the selling point for the teammates?
Yeah, I think a lot of guys on the team still have a lot to prove. A lot of seniors want to improve their draft stock, and a lot of the young guys, obviously want to compete for starting jobs next year. So there's plenty of room and plenty of motivation for guys out there. There's nothing more, I guess there's a little more I can do, but a lot of us say, hey, let's come in, let's finish this thing out for these seniors, go out and play a football game. We're playing a great opponent, and guys want to compete, play at their highest level.
Did you watch the announcement? Did you have hope? I know you probably, it was out of your hands, but was there a party with your fingers crossed?
Honestly, after the game, I had no idea when the announcement was going to be. I went to church that morning, and then I went out to eat afterwards, and I was ordering my food, and I looked up on the TV, and I was watching it, and I was like, oh wow, I guess they're doing this right now. And then I saw that we were out of it, and it just kind of is what it is.
How emotional was last Tuesday for you watching?
Oh gosh, man, that was tough. Going back into the bins and having to watch that one. Those guys. I thought they were the better team, but just didn't play the best. That's kind of what it comes down to. It is what it is. I thought, my guys, my brothers played their hearts out. I thought their team played their hearts out. Trying to claw themselves back into that football game. The way it went down is tough, but I know they're excited to play the next level.
What a weekend for the Fromm family. I mean, from a disappointment standpoint. I mean, how did y'all?
Appreciate you pointing that out.
How did y'all deal with that? I mean, y'all are pretty tight knit group. So, how'd you address it?
I mean, it's tough. I mean, if you ask anybody outside of our family, my family, we love to win. We love to compete, and any way, shape, or form, to win. We obviously want to do it. But it's tough. I think if you ask anybody in our family, we love playing football. It's a passion of ours. But we know kind of the big picture of kind of what life's all about. So the only thing I can ask my brothers to do is play their best, try to glorify their God, and do that. So that's all I can ask them to do. I thought they played their hearts out, and I was extremely proud of them.
Jake, what role has Jay Johnson had with you as a quarterback here, as a guy that was kind of behind the scenes that would have some influence maybe on quarterbacks?
Yeah, I think he is the unsung, however that saying
Unsung?
is, unsung hero of Georgia football. He did wonders for me, and in that quarterback room, and as far as just kind of what he did, scouting wise, and watching the opposing defenses and whatnot. So I could always kind of go to a question and ask him about what they're doing schematically and that sort of thing. So he did a great job, and we're going to miss him, and I wish nothing but the best.
When did you, speaking of him, when did you become comfortable being the starter last year? Was it immediate when y'all were at Notre Dame, or did it take time before? I mean, at the time, you probably said Notre Dame, which was probably not completely.
Yeah, I think things were kind of happening so fast for me. Just kind of you're just honestly rolling with the flow, and just trying honestly not to mess it up. We were winning, we were doing a very good job, and I think it was just kind of, hey, let's just go out and play, and see what happens. Honestly, but I don't know. I think probably the Mississippi State game at home was probably when I kind of settled in and said, hey, let's go ahead and play. But I have no idea. I know Notre Dame was tough, and it was extremely fun. So that's all I really remember.
When you played in the Rose Bowl in a national semifinal, does it feel like a couple notches below to play in another game that's not in the playoff?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I think if you ask everybody on the team, is this where we wanted to end up? No, it's not. But this is the hand we were dealt, so we're going to come in, we're going to compete, and try to get as good as we can for the next year. As far as the football team, go out and win this last football game.
Does Sugar Bowl is that a game that meant much to you growing up in terms of, I don't know if you watched Georgia Hawaii or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean the Sugar Bowl is a very big bowl. So, people I guess may forget that. But we're extremely blessed and thankful to be here. I know I'm going to go out, try to compete and play my best. So that's all I can ask myself to do.
Is it possible?
Go ahead.
Is it possible for you to be in a situation where you're not quite where you want to be, but kind of still be proud of what you were able to accomplish at the same time?
Yeah, I think it just comes down to being grateful. Is it where we want to be? No, but going 13-0, and playing the 14th game in the playoff. I mean, it's tough. There's not many teams that do it. It's tough, but. I'm thankful to be here, where I'm at, here at this university, playing in the Sugar Bowl, the starting quarterback. So I'm thankful. I'm ready to go out and play, compete, and do the best I can.
Alabama's not going anywhere, and I think it's pretty clear that Georgia's not going anywhere right now. So what's the takeaway from these last two meetings with Alabama, trying to get to the finish line? You're going to have to go through them to get what you want.
Right. No, absolutely. I think it just comes down to finishing and just being better at situational football. Just making the right decisions. During the game, just taking advantages of when opportunities when we get them. It just comes down to finishing late in the fourth quarter. I think I saw some stat where out of 119 out of 120 minutes, we were winning or tied. And we lost both games. So. It just comes down to finishing, trying to, really putting them away when we have them away, and just try to hold on and win a football game.
Have you had a chance to look a little bit at Texas secondary, and what's your initial early impressions on what they have back there?
Yeah, they play a lot of drop zone there in their league, a lot of rush three. It's slightly different than what we see week in to week out. Not as much man in your face. So I think you're going to have a lot more free access throws, a lot more underneath throws. you know, and we'll see what happens.